Alrighty guys, how's it going? Hope everyone's doing okay. Make some adjustments here. Welcome Chad, Lucifer, and Force. How you doing? Thank you for the biddies, by the way, Blue. We are jumping right into news. We have so many goddamn trailers. Like, dear God. We're going to try to get to as much of it as we can today, as at around 8 o'clock today. So about an hour and 10 minutes from now, we will be meeting up for a raid in Destiny 2. As much as we can. So, first up in the news, we have Marvel Rivals. Peaked at 444,286 concurrent players in a mere 2.5 hours after its launch on Friday, December 6th. The game launched on the same day as Path of Exile 2, which had an equally successful launch despite its early access fee and some serious technical hiccups. Along the way, Marvel Rivals is a free-to-play, team-based PvP shooter.
What did Cinderella say when she got to the ball?
No. Team-based PvP hero shooter that puts players to various Marvel heroes, puts them against each other in the destructible environments, and it is currently available for PCs on Steam and on PS5 and Xbox storefronts. So, yeah, I've heard that one's been doing pretty well. If you guys haven't checked it out, maybe you guys should. It is basically Overwatch, but there's a bit more to it, and it seems to be much better than Overwatch. So, yeah, if you had any interest in Overwatch at all, maybe check that one out. Thanks for all the biddies, by the way, Blue. Following that news, we have more Marvel Rival stuff as it hits 10 million players in 72 hours. Yeah, that's 10 million downloads in 72 hours. Like, goddamn. They kind of killed it on their first week. Following that news, where's my mouse? There we go. We have Infinite Nikki hits 10 million downloads worldwide as well. I don't know how I feel about the game, although everyone keeps saying it's pretty good. No, it's not a bad thing. Everyone keeps saying it's pretty good, and if you like...
Just chatting with friend says, Nurbothecat, I just wanted to say 23 games defeated, and hi Nurbo.
The year's not over yet, Chad. Can you make it 24? Jesus. The most chaotic news session I've ever done.
Exploding of the colon, slurring and confusion.
Following that news, we have some interesting Ubisoft stuff. A new report suggests that Ubisoft's two biggest shareholders are in a disagreement over control of the business going forward. Sources close to the matter told Reuters that Guillemot Brothers Ltd. hopes to retain control it currently has over Ubisoft after the deal is done. However, Tencent is said to be holding off taking part in the buyout and is increasing its stake in Ubisoft until it has been promised a greater influence when it comes to future board decision. Reuters sources claim that Tencent plans to bide its time and wait for Guillemot family to agree to its conditions. Word of potential buyout first emerged in October, following various financial stumbles at Ubisoft. A minority shareholder even called for Ubisoft to go private after the publisher's shares fell drastically in the wake of Outlaw's launch. No, get away! No suck! Get out of here! Bad Kirby. Yeah, if you guys haven't been following the Ubisoft story, it's been crazy. There has been a lot of blame going around saying that the Guillemot brothers and Tencent have been purposely failing. Most of the Guillemots. Guillemonts are the ones who are in control. The Guillemot brothers technically run Ubisoft. They're the ones who make the bigger decisions as far as leadership goes there. But yeah, there's been rumors that they've been just buying up stock and purposely failing to lower the price of stock so that they can essentially take over. It should be connected now, Chad.
New course. Closing on target.
You guys are blowing up the news. One shot time. Dear God. But yeah, now it seems Tencent wants a bit more control in decision making at the company. That if they're going to keep buying more shares and trying to, like, essentially what's happening here almost proves what everyone's been saying, that the Guillemots and Tencent have been trying to buy up more and more shares to take full control of Ubisoft. Because, like, basically Tencent's saying, like, no, we want power in the decision making, and if you're not going to give it to us, we're going to stop buying shares, and we're going to hold out on the buyout as well, because, like, they are a major owner at the end of the day, and they have a lot of control over that. It's kind of crazy what's happening there. Thanks, Force. And thanks for all the bits, guys, and all the other stuff.
Chat goes guilty in chat. Nurbo is 100% guilty.
No, I'm not. It's all you guys. Next up, we have YouTube stuff. Google has revealed that it's testing out multiplayer functionality for the free game library, which is found on the YouTube website or in the app. It's been over a year since YouTube first rolled out playables to select users in September 2023. Earlier this year, YouTube formally introduced the Playables game library with over 75 titles for people to play. No downloading is required to check out the games that, like Angry Birds Showdown, Cut the Rope, and Gin Rummy.
Lucifer TTV asked me, can you tell me a joke about Nurbothecat in French? Pourquoi Nurbothecat ne joue jamais à cache-cache? Parce qu'on sait toujours où les trouver en train de streamer.
I understood none of that. YouTube will automatically save your progress, meaning you can return to the title wherever you left off. So there you go. I didn't even know YouTube had free-to-play games on its site. I wonder if that's a premium access thing. Maybe that's not free-to-play. But I didn't even know YouTube website had games for people to check out. And apparently, if you've been using that, apparently they're adding multiplayer functionality to it. So, cool, I think. Next up, we have the FTC, Federal Trade Commission, is sending refunds totaling more than $72 million to consumers who were tricked by Epic Games, maker of the popular video game Fortnite, into making unwanted purchases. As part of the settlement, first announced in December 2022, the FTC obtained an order requiring Epic Games to pay $245 million to resolve the allegation that the game maker used design tactics known as dark patterns to trick players into making unwanted purchases, let children rack up unauthorized charges without any parental involvement. I'm not gonna get one story out, am I? Where was I? God damn, I lost it now. Let children rack up unauthorized charges without any parental involvement and blocked some users who disputed unauthorized charges from accessing their purchased content.
I've been waiting for this.
God.
I don't know about to make a name for myself yet. I think you guys walk away from this. You just make sure people know what happened here today.
The FTC alleged that Fortnite's counterintuitive, inconsistent, and confusing button configuration led players of all ages to incur unwanted charges based on the press of a single button. For example, players could be charged while attempting to wake the game from sleep mode while the game was in a loading screen, or by pressing adjacent buttons while attempting simply to preview an item. Yeah, that's not cool. I haven't played a lot of Fortnite lately, and even in the past, I didn't notice that too much. So maybe this was like an early Fortnite problem. That's no longer an issue, you know what I mean? These kind of lawsuits tend to take years to resolve anyway, so this might be a really old case, because like I haven't noticed any of that lately. But yeah, there you go. Thanks for the goat. This one's for you, Spummy. If you're there. With Deathstroke joining the roster, the Suicide Squad crusade against Brainiac is drawing to an end. Season 4 will finish up with Episode 8, which is scheduled to release in January 2025. And that will serve as the last seasonal episode for Suicide Kill the Justice League. While Season 4, Episode 8 will mark the final battle against Brainiac, all online features will continue to be available. So you'll still be able to enjoy co-op with friends, as well as all previous seasonal episodic content. You'll also have the option to play the game via new offline mode, which allows access to the main story campaign and all post-launch seasonal gameplay content without an internet connection. So, there you go. Servers are going down at the end of the last episode, Episode 8, Season 4. So, that's it. That's it. We all knew it was coming, let's be honest. I don't think anyone is surprised. We all knew it was coming. Following that news, we got the PlayStation Plus catalog for December. So, right off the bat, we have PlayStation Plus Extra and Premium. We have the Sonic Frontiers PS4 and 5, Forspoken on PS5, Rabbids Party of Legends PS4, WRC Generations PS4 and 5, Fist Forged in Shadow Torch PS4 and 5, Jurassic World Evolution PS4 and 5, Coffee Talk PS4 and 5, Coffee Talk Episode 2 Hibiscus and Butterfly PS4 and 5, Space for the Unbound PS4 and 5, Fogs PS4, Biped PS4 and 5, and Sly 2 Band of Thieves PS4 and 5. Slide 3 Honor Among Thieves PS4 and 5. Jack and Dexter The Precursor Legacy PS4 and 5. Star Wars Tales from the Galaxy Edge PSVR 2. And that's it. Yep, that's your December catalog there. Oh man, my throat is dry. I'm drinking a lot of water here, but yeah, it's still going because of this these post-cold stuff. Finally, Balatro, which was nominated for Game of the Year, apparently, sells over 3.5 million units since its release. Congratulations, though. That's a pretty significant number, considering that was made by one person. Yeah. Next, we have the Epic Game Store. This might apply to your country for you people who live outside the U.S. Epic Games has struck a deal with Telefonica to have its mobile storefront pre-installed on millions of compatible Android devices. Those who buy a phone with Telefonica networks such as O2 or Movistar in Spain, the UK, Germany, and Spanish-speaking Latin America will immediately have the app. Epic will bring third-party games to the storefront as well, while the partners plan to offer mobile gamers on Telefonica networks extra perks over the next year or so. So there you go. If you have an Android device from that provider in your country, you will have, besides the Google Play Store, you will also have the Epic Storefront on your phone, automatically already downloaded and installed. Might be a good thing, might be a bad thing. I don't know. I can't imagine it's a completely bad thing if you're getting free stuff off of it. And then the last bit of news we have is congratulations to Astrobot and Team Asobi for winning the Game Awards. Yep. Find grandma. No. and that kind of covers our news segment for today. There was some good stuff in there. If you guys managed to catch any of that, throw it into chaos. But now we move on to a lot, and I mean a lot, of trailers. So first up, we have a game called Tempest Rising. So let's jump right into that. While that's playing, I'm just going to go get a tissue.
The Dynasty have blown the bridge to the temple site. Our drone reconnaissance shows heavy defenses in the area, so watch your step. Get some defenses up and give the archaeologists time to work. I'm seeing an enormous energy spike. What is that?
Alright, sorry about that. Let's go get tissues. This is the real-time one, right? Right, this is the what do you call it? Command and Conquer style looking type game. Might be pretty cool for people who are fans of those games. Following that up, we have another game. This one is called Spacecraft.
And on that day, everything was taken from us. So many lost. So much effort in vain. All we had built, gone. Faded away. But beyond the destruction, frightened and alone, we found each other. Now, together, we're discovering new horizons. Every foundation laid.
Oh, I
Every
don't have a
spark
quote system.
ignited.
Sorry.
Every connection made builds something new. Our journey led us to these stars, and from the fragments of the past, we will forge a better, brighter tomorrow.
This looks kind of cool. I'm just not 100% sure. It says Online Galactic Frontier. Like, I'm curious if that's going to be like a online, like, Satisfactory type game. I'm curious. Or if it's going to be an actual, like, space exploration type game. I'm not 100% certain on that. It'd be really cool if they do like a space exploration game. Also, some time ago, there was a game that was put out called Spine. Well, now we have some gameplay. So, yeah, let's check that out. It could be like Helldivers. Maybe, but I don't think so. It didn't look like Helldivers type of thing. I like how much the perspective changes in this game. Like, it goes from like side-scrolling 2D to like 3D action and top-down. Kind of cool. This is Gun Fu. Cool looking game. Yeah. Next up. By the way, we've only gone through the leftovers from last week. That's how much stuff we've had. And this is still going. Next up, we have a game called the game is called Become an Ethermancer.
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 Hello there, Ethermancer. Might you have an idea where we are right now? What, me lost? No. Anyway, it seems you're also here to save the world from the void. I heard Ethermancers have the special ability to form a bond with monsters. It is dangerous to go alone, after all. A well-trained team is like a fitting suit of armor. It moves in unison and supports you in every situation. Like when a fierce foe is hiding among the statues and pounces to hit you on the head. Or when you encounter that devil dog Mephisto. Oh, I barely escaped with a scratch on my chest plate. Seeing how good you are with monsters, I'm sure you'll become as great of an adventurer as I am. And with your extraordinary ability of monster rebirth, you never have to give up, just like a true hero. Oh, one little favor before you leave. Do you know where the next rest site is? Wishlist Ethermancer on Steam.
It's kind of cool. It's practically a Pokemon game, honestly. Kind of cool. I was digging it. Next up, we have an anime game. Here is Dragon Slayer, the Hinokami Chronicles 2. Two? Yeah, I also didn't know there was a one. I want to say that the first game was like a fighting game. I don't think this one's as much of a fighting game. I think this one's more of a like RPG. You've played the other one. Yeah, this one seems to be a bit more on the RPG style. But I don't know. We'll see how that looks. Next up, we have a game called Covenant. There's also a leftover from last week. I can't remember what this was.
The old notes.
Was this a Souls-like? I think this was a Souls-like.
Like foul to
Yeah, this is a Souls-like.
Your kind seeks death.
Something is coming. Something greater. What have you done that hell for you.
I hate to say this,
like lightning.
but this whole thing, like from the developers who made Doom, Halo, this and that,
is long and
there were so many layoffs in these last 2 years that
brave.
doesn't really say a lot. I'm gonna be honest with you. And like every game that's being made nowadays by indie companies is saying stuff like that. Don't get me wrong, there's some great talent there. Not everybody that worked on the Halo and so on were like the most talented people. Some of them were just basic, you know, developers that probably did like one small thing. I'm saying this, but I have no clue who actually is making this game.
What wilt thou do?
But I just find it funny because we're seeing that in a lot of indie games.
Axe comes to fell the tree. Cut it all down.
But it's to the point that like it's kind of losing its weight a little bit.
Become your fetish. Hardship your home.
It's like a first-person shooter, Souls-like type game.
The man of renown. You to change it all. Remember me with favor for all I have done.
First-person Souls game? Yeah, pretty much.
Tell the old man to send another flock.
All right. Next up is a game that I think is perfect for everyone. Here is Lego Fortnite Odyssey, which I think is just a, I want to say an update to the Lego Fortnite mode. There's banana people. Tribal banana people. Is there really? Have you been playing this game out, Blue? I tried it out a long time ago. It was okay. There wasn't really much there for me. But it looks like they added a ton of more stuff now with this. Yeah, cool. Next up, we have a game that I've seen someone play, and I think this is the newest version, or the next one. Here is Needy Streamer Overload, Typing of the Net. I've seen someone play this franchise. There's one of these called Needy Streamer. This looks like to be the second iteration where like you actually type instead of just choosing select emotes. It's interesting. Kind of like a text-based game. For you guys who like text-based games, that could be one to check out. There's actually like a crazy story to that character. I was watching someone else play it. It's interesting. Next up, we have a game called Enter the Chronosphere. The thing that's most interesting is that right there. Everything moves at the same time as you. So like with every step that you make, it's freezing the world. Kind of interesting. Yeah, it's a pretty interesting concept. Next up, we haven't even made it to this week yet. Just letting you know. We have a game called Rail Gods of Hysteria. An interesting aspect on a kind of turn-based type game, sort of. Or maybe it's just a top-down. Maybe I'm confusing it with something else. Following that, I think that was the last one of the leftovers. Yeah, I want to say yeah. This next game is called Bokura Planet. Interesting. Sounds like there's two possible stories going on there if you're playing co-op, where each one has, each player has like a goal that might conflict with each other. Cool. Could be a cool one for Cuge and Zombie on their Mind Melt Mondays. Which would be interesting if that is that way. Next up is a new update DLC, you could say, to Atomic Heart. This is Enchantment Under the Sea.
Wow, it's beautiful.
Being underwater makes me uneasy. Some kind of horror lurking in the depths.
You ever finished the Atomic Heart? Yeah, no. This is, I think, the second DLC?
Whoa, a talking fish.
Wish I did when I had the chance. I mean, you can always go back. No reason why you can't. Next up, we have a game whose name is Chained Echoes, Ashes of Elorant. Shoot them in the nuts. Literally, because they're robots. Nurbo, how many games are you playing? I mean, we have a lot of trailers, man. We haven't even gotten to the Game Award games. We haven't even gotten to the Game Award games, man. We got a lot of trailers today. We're gonna do as many as we can. We got another 30 minutes till everybody starts meeting up for raid. So we're gonna try to do as many as we can today. And there's fishing. If you weren't sold already, there's fishing. Next up, we have a game. I think this is an update. Or wait, no, this is something else. I'm thinking of something else. Here is a game called Squad 44, The Pacific Front. Did that man just like charge at it? Okay. Looks kind of cool. Begs the question, which raid? I have ideas, but we'll get to that later. We will get to that later. Next up. Jeez, I didn't realize the list was this big. Next up, we have something that just keeps baffling me every time I'm doing this. Here is Vermintide 2 Verminous Dream. Yes, it's another free update to Vermintide. These guys keep updating this game. Like, this game has been out for years, and they keep updating and adding free content. Like, what the fluff? If you don't love Fat Shark, you should. The amount of free content that they've given to this game, and this game was never a full price game. It was always like a $40 game. Like, it's crazy. It's just nuts. You can't even be mad at, like, anything that they do because of how much free content they give you. So there you go, new free update. Nuts. It's nuts. I'm blown away every single time. Every single time I see it. Next up, we have one of the new game modes coming to Fortnite. Here is Brick Life. I was actually watching somebody play this earlier in the week. I don't know, I feel like it's still a little new. I don't think there's enough in there to really be entertaining. At the moment, it's kind of just a chat VR. Is what it seemed like to me.
I'm feeling fresh, head to toe, I'm feeling fresh. Let them know I'm here to flex. Thought they told you I'm the fresh.
I love it. It's cool, but like, have you checked it out yet, Lucifer? Because like, it's, from what I saw from someone else playing it, doesn't look like there's too much to really do in it at the moment. Yes, I love it. Okay. Next up, we have a game called Pioneer.
Many people believe that we have a purpose, as if we had been brought to Tartarus for some reason.
I own 2
But they're
Lear
deceiving
houses.
themselves. Trust me, emissary.
Is everyone shooting?
Is the only thing that
I think they're trying to stay alive.
It craves the hunger, aspiration, and the ability to challenge the island, to find a true desire.
The thing that's most interesting to me here is the world. The world just looks really interesting to me.
What is your wish?
Like, I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but this like reminds me of like a Stalker 2 / fantasy, I guess. Although technically Stalker 2 is also kind of fantasy to me. Oh, get fluffed.
There are people that are just like me. The same kind of hellraisers.
More like Far Cry?
We fight savagely with each other on the garbage dumps. Like to the
kinda,
death.
I guess.
We fight for the loot.
I don't know. I see more Stalker 2.
Anywhere.
Really.
Literally
more
kicking
Stalker,
the bucket
I
in the
should say.
closest ditch.
The interesting thing is, like, if you see, it looks like there's co-op.
Otherwise, they'll chew you to pieces. There are
From
plenty of monsters around here.
up
And it
to,
just
like,
so happens
teams
that
of
the
3
most
maybe?
dangerous of them
Maybe more?
walk on 2 legs.
I'm not sure how many people you can have.
In general, you're better off roaming around the island with your own people. Your buddies will be there to help if something happens. However,
Maybe
there are even scarier
6?
creatures dwelling here. Creepy
Interesting.
experiments. Monsters capable of putting dozens of our brothers in their graves. Run away from those kinds. As far as you possibly can.
Yeah. Interesting. Something kind of different. What game? The game is Pioneer. Oops, that was the wrong thing. We want this one. We have another update, I should say, to the game that I know a couple of people actually play. Here is the Outlast Trials Project Breach.
My name is Amelia. I was born in Springfield, Illinois. They locked up the wrong fucking girl. If you're hearing this, maybe they ain't found me yet. I got out. Not out of
Far Cry 7 is in the works?
Not out of the
Oh, I
facility.
imagine so. That game's been doing
Hold on.
phenomenally.
I got out of the trials. But I don't know how long I can keep this up. This place is a dog's breakfast. It's a goddamn mess. You just have to stop believing. I thought the stuff they'd already done to us was hard, but the shit they got coming, we all have to get out.
And now we return to our regularly scheduled programming. Broadcast will be suspended until we've repaired the malfunction.
I know a couple of people who play this game. Curious if anyone in the chat right now actually plays this. Oh, we're missing the Far Cry live action movie? Which game would fit that though? Because they're all kind of like in weird places of storytelling. Maybe the most recent one would probably make for a pretty good live action movie. We actually have like a couple of actors in that. I'm all for like game adaptations, but like I'll admit that not all video game stories or games in general like would make good shows or movies. Far Cry, a couple of them I know, not so much. But the newest one might be
Winter
pretty good.
Kills is an experiment.
You know, like
in
Minecraft?
hostile,
Yeah, Minecraft is a weird
unstable
one that they're
environments.
doing. They're
Rich in
100%
punishment
doing
and
that for the fan
reward
base.
both. Survivors of Winter Kills will reap the bounty of true suffering. Winter Kills, and we will feast.
And Borderlands. But Borderlands could have been good. They just didn't stay true to the content. And the other thing is like Borderlands only really works as a parody. You know what I mean? What's up, Blue?
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part. I didn't fucking shit.
Alright. Alright. Next up, we have a game called All in Abyss, Judge the Fate.
負けませんよ。スリーカードじゃ。これならどうじゃ。これがわしの力じゃ。そうはさせません。運任せ、天任せ、すべてをかけれ。たわいないの。勝負どころじゃぞ。様子見しましょう。面白かったですね。ついてくれる？ママの勝ちみたいね。まだまだだね。オールインアビス、イカサマさばき。
Alright. Next up, that was for the Balatro players, people who love the poker stuff. This is like a Zero Lane. Yeah, kinda. It's like a poker slash anime waifu thing going on. Have you looked at Haste on Steam? No, I've never even heard of that one. Next up, we have a game called Prisma. Oh, look at that stuff there. I'm assuming you mean the real-time card combat? Oh, it's kind of like a Slay the Spire type. Cool. Cool. Next game is a game called I'm not sure if this is a DLC actually, but the next game is Space Engineers 2. I'm not sure if this came out or if this is a DLC.
Here in Concordia Research Facility, we've mastered the 25
That's what I wasn't sure about, if
grid
Concordia Space Facility was a DLC,
pushing
but now that's
engineering
just
to its absolute
the location
limits.
of this game. But yes,
Our new
Space
creative
Engineers 2.
tools flow like thought itself. Blueprint snapping, partial copying, instant undoing of mistakes.
It's an impressive builder, honestly. The copy pasting is amazing too.
Made these powerful tools intuitive enough for anyone to grasp, yet sophisticated enough to build wonders. To everyone heading for Almagest, prepare for an experience unlike anything before.
It's kind of, this is essentially your Minecraft in space. I believe there's also like quotas that you have to accomplish, if I remember correctly, because I've seen a little bit of the first game. I've never played it. I've always been interested though. Alright. You okay there, Blue? Did you get trailer overload? Next game is a game called River Towns.
We had no choice but to leave our homeland. But all hope was not lost. In our darkest moment, we were saved by the Holy Eel Father. With his gift, we had the power to rejuvenate. We will rebuild. We will restore our river towns.
Essentially, each side of the river is a different town, is what it looks like is happening here. And you're building kind of a coexisting type of thing. Looks cool. Pixelated city skylines, sort of. Yeah, that's one way to look at it. Next up, we have an update for Space Marines 2. This is the Obelisk update, so more stuff to do there on the multiplayer side. If you've been looking for more stuff. And it's free! Free! The greatest thing of all.
Find the control console powered by malignant energy. Titus will provide further instruction.
Giant space dragon. Kind of badass.
Brace yourself!
The Z outbreak. All good, all good. We have plenty of trailers that will be happening. And anything you miss will be on YouTube, of course. Next up is a game called Duck Detective: The Ghost of Clamping.
I've always been drawn to mystery and misery, like a duck to water.
This might be a cute, cozy game, honestly.
A celebrity?
Ferguson, please.
When you're famous like me, it's difficult getting some peace and quiet.
It's was a ghost! Don't let it kidnap you and lock you in the ruins forever.
How dare they vandalize my tent!
The only thing I'm haunted by is my past. And I intend to keep it that way.
There you go. Looks like a cute little cozy game, honestly. Next up, we have a game called... This is a funny one. Here's a game called Tears of Metal.
And then fell the mournful Mother Stone, and then came the invader, bewitched by the Mother's song. The Scots, defiant, proud and braver, gathered to reclaim their land's favour. Under thundering thrums the highlands quailed. Under siege the Mother's lament wailed.
It's essentially a roguelike, just to give you a heads up. That's a huge idea.
When at last their freedom they would bring, through blood, fury, and bone, their legends would sing, and they would fight the sorrow, while fell the tears of metal.
It's metal. Oh man, that is a unique one for sure. Next up, we have another. Yes, exactly. We have another new game mode to Fortnite. Here is Ballistic. If you guys haven't seen this yet, this is basically the CSGO game mode that Fortnite has. Thanks for this, by the way.
Yo, listen, you hear that? Killers in the jungle. Killers in the jungle. Killers in the jungle. The jungle. The jungle. Yo. Watch for the night. Nothing to the jungle.
PlayStation.
There you go. Next up, we have... I'm not sure if it's just someone's version of the game or if this is an actual sequel, but this is a game called Ultimate Sheep Raccoon is the name of this game. Have you guys ever heard of a game called Ultimate Chicken Horse? Yeah, that's basically what this is. This is basically what that is. I just can't tell if this is a sequel or just another person's version of the game. There we go. Next up is a pretty interesting actual game here. This game is called Tankhead. We probably... Let me unpause it here. We probably have time for maybe 2 more trailers. It's crazy. We didn't even make it to the Game Awards. That's how many we got.
Someone once told me that, in the end, all things are forgotten. Did you come all this way to forget? Or did you come here to fight? Out here, at the end of it all,
Doing pretty good.
you might
Had
not
a
have
very
a
long
choice.
day, but things went pretty good. So now we're going through the tremendous amount of trailers I have stockpiled here. To be honest, like, when I saw this game, I thought of Chaos. Because he actually still kind of plays another game called Crossout, which is
So what's it going to be?
somewhat similar to this in the sense that, like, you're constantly building and upgrading your unit.
Or do you want to fight? Because in the end, the only thing that's not forgotten is the fight.
Yeah, I hear that with the long. How's the kiddo doing, by the way? I know he was sick before the weekend started. Is he all right? Or is he still going through it? Next up, we have a return to old, sort of. We have the next Arma. Here is Arma Reforger.
As you well know, gentlemen, we've been riding on the coattails of surprise. That is a luxury we no longer have.
But apparently he broke the fever yesterday and he's with me today and tomorrow. Okay. That's good. There you go. It's out now on PS5.
PlayStation.
Alright. I think we got time for one more here. And that's gonna be a game that's probably gonna make a lot of people rage. Here is a game called One Box, One Goal.
This is
Yes.
your box. Just a simple
It's
cardboard
3D
box.
getting over it.
It doesn't have wheels, it doesn't have wings, and it definitely doesn't have a plan. All you have to do is push, pull, and somehow convince this box to cooperate. But spoiler alert, it won't. You will climb, you will slip, and you will wonder if the box is secretly alive and laughing at you. Maybe it is, but you'll keep going. Sure, you will fall again and again and again. You'll yell at the screen, blame the box, and question every life choice that brought you here.
Yeah, fluff this game. I've never
One
touched
box,
it.
one
I
goal,
want to do it one day. We still need to go
100
back to
ways
Chain Together one day.
to
It's
lose
just,
your
man,
sanity.
the schedule's
But
been
hey,
super busy.
At least the box isn't judging you. Probably.
This month of December has been so packed that, like, I just have not been able to try to schedule in another Chain Together session. But we definitely gotta do that again. You know what? I'm gonna squeeze in one more. I feel like that's a bad way to go out on. So, the last cave is gonna be a really short trailer here. Here is Graveyard Ship Simulator 2. Oh, Ship Graveyard, I'm sorry. Ship Graveyard Simulator. I said Graveyard Ship. The other way around. Ship Graveyard Simulator 2. Yeah. Basically, I guess your goal is to just dismantle ships. There you go. We got through a good amount. I'm going to be honest with you. Should I show you guys what we have here? So we got all the way to here, right? That's how many trailers we watched today. There's still all of this. Oh my god, the Game Awards really filled me up. Like, we've had these last 2 weeks have had a lot of game trailers. A lot of game trailers. I don't know why everyone this month is putting out game trailers, but we've had a lot these last 2 weeks, and then the Game Awards just forget it. They filled up that whole thing because of the holidays. Well, a lot of these games are not coming out this year, which is the funny part. Some of those are coming out this month, but a lot of those are not. So it's like, yeah, I don't know why they chose December to be the advertisement month. We are going to, of course, switch over to Destiny, though. Let me change